Numbers chapter 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are the journeys according to their groups out. According to their goings out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborn, which the Lord had smitten among them. Upon their gods also the Lord executed judgments. And the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in Succoth. And they departed from Succoth and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Etham and turned again to Pi-hahiroth, which is before Baal Zephon. And they pitched before Migdol. And they departed from before Pi-hahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness, and went 3 days a journey into the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Marah. And they removed from Marah and came to Elim, and from Elim were 12, and in Elim were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees. And they pitched there, and they removed from Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin. And they And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and encamped in Alush. And then they removed from Alush and encamped in Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephidim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai. And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched in Kibroth Hattaavah. And they departed from Kibroth Hattaavah and encamped in Hazeroth. And they departed from Hazeroth and pitched in Rithmah. And they departed from Rithmah and pitched at Rimmon Perez. And they departed from Rimmon Perez and pitched in Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched in Rissah. And they journeyed from Rissah and pitched in Kehelatha. And they went from Kehelatha and pitched in Mount Shapher. And they removed from Mount Shapher and encamped in Haradah. And they removed from Haradah and pitched in Makoloth. And they removed from Makoloth and encamped in Tahath. And they departed from Tahath and pitched in Terah. And they removed from Terah and pitched in Mithkah. And they went to and they went from Mithkah and pitched in Hashmonah. And they departed from Hashmonah and encamped in Mazeroth. And they departed from Mazeroth and pitched in Beni Jaakan, and they removed from Beni Jaakan Jaakan and encamped in Hor Haggidgad. And they went from Hor Haggidgad and pitched in Jotbathah, and they removed from Jotbathah and encamped in Eberneh, and they departed from Eberneh and encamped in Israon Geber, and they departed from Israon Geber and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in Mount Hor in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron and the priests went up into the Mount Hor at the commandment of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor, and the king Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmunna. And they departed from Zalmunna and pitched in Punan. And they departed from Punan and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Abarim, and in the border of Moab. And they departed from Aim and pitched in Dibon-Gad. And they departed from they removed from Dibon-Gad and encamped in Almon Diblathaim. And they removed from Almon Diblathaim and pitched in the mountains of Abarim of Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim and pitched in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched near by Jordan from Beth Jesimoth even unto Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out the inhabitants of the land before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their molten images, and quite pluck down their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by lot for an inheritance among your families, and to the more ye shall give more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth, according to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell. Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as I thought to do unto them.